With the MLB draft already underway, a young prospect shares his expectations with a former coach.
Carlos, you lived that in your baseball career. What's this world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers. I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
That team is tough enough mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Continuing our MLB Draft Day 2 wrap-up coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo, what do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw this one coming. This definitely feels like a reach to me. I had him more as a day 3 kind of guy. There was a split camp. A lot of scouts disagreed whether he's better as a pitcher or better as a hitter. I'm guessing the team felt that he's got potential on both sides of the ball, and maybe that adds some value to him. But this made me scratch my head a little bit for sure.
All right, Jonathan Mayo, thanks. What about you, Jim Callis? Was this a head-scratcher or the reach of the draft, as some of the other analysts have suggested?
Yeah, I talked to somebody with the team, and they're excited to get this guy. This is a guy they really want. And the 2 points the club made to me were, one, this whole debate, is he a hitter, is he a pitcher, what are you going to do with him? There was a lot of confusion. This team isn't confused. This team feels like he's got very good potential as a hitter and as a pitcher. They may even try to play him both ways. And they felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy. And, this isn't the NFL or NBA draft where you can trade down to get a guy you want. If you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them, and they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
A minor league manager checks in with one of his players to discuss a launch plan for the young man's development.
Rolling along with the podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit. He can field. He can pitch. There is so much untapped potential so far for this guy. I'm excited to see what he becomes. And certainly as he gets started actually playing, actually being in games, we're going to be able to talk to some other folks who get a better read on him and see what they think. I'm excited for that. And frankly, I'm going to have my eye on him for a while.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Rocket City Trash Pandas and the Chattanooga Lookouts. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jeff Hoffman gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important.
And stepping in, Carson Bucky. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, Carson.
Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. And that right there was his first double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to double-A baseball, and even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
Next to hit, Michael Ciani.
The center fielder.
Here comes the 1-2. Got him swinging. The throw. And he's called out on a close play at third.
Oh, man, that couldn't have been much more deflating.
The third baseman,
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Carson Bucky. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time. I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that point.
The 1-1 home. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
One of the keys to stealing.
Now to the plate, Carson Bucky. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Into the box, Carson Bucky. And we'll see what he can do here. Two on, two away, two home so far this inning. Come on now. Now here's the first offering. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.